Hello everyone, Tina here. Happy July 1st to you all. Thanks so much for joining me. I have a really fun project to share with you. If you guys are a Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Club Kit subscriber, I think you'll get a kick out of my card project today because it's not just a card, it's a gift too. It's really easy to do. Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Club Kit is called Snow-Capped Holidays. It's so pretty. It creates a very large birdhouse that you can actually create a card by itself with the birdhouse. And then there's, tree branches and bows that you can hang the birdhouse with. Lots of Christmas elements as far as greenery and foliage. And there's two little cardinals in here that we're going to create with it today. It's July 1st and I guess we're going to be making a lot of Christmas in July cards. I designed for a few teams and everybody's doing Christmas in July, so I'm going to be throwing in some regular cards too, but I'm super excited about this because it seems like my July cards always turn out better than my, November when I make my Christmas cards. I don't know why that is. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go ahead and create a greeting with the Spellbinders Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club Kit. This is all about sentiments, so it'll work perfectly with the die set. It's called Christmas Magic Sentiments. I love it because not only do you have the scripty fonts that are so pretty, but you have sub-sentiments or pre-sentiments that you can die cut out to. And Spellbinders actually included a die that will fit the largest, and then you can just trim it to the left and right to get a straight, perfectly trimmed block letter. So we'll be using this, and then for my background I'm using the Embossing Folder of the Month Club Kit. It's called Hexy Snowflake, and it's really pretty, unique, and so I thought we would put this in the background. We're not doing much to our background, so I thought we would do a little bit of embossing just to give it a little extra texture. Okay, now what we're gonna do is do some die cutting. I'm picked out some cardstock, and what I'm going to do is do a little bit of ink blending after I die cut out all my images. Okay, so I'm going to do all this in hyper speed just to condense the video, and then when I'm done die cutting and ink blending, I'll be back. Now I have everything die cut out. My plate, my scout plate was bowing. It was actually bowing like this. So I had to flip it around, and I'm using the reverse side. I'm pretty sure that Spellbinders will come out with a new set of cutting plates. I hope they do it soon, as much as die cutting I'm using with my scout. But I had a little problem with my pine needles, but that doesn't surprise me because any kind of pine needle die that I have usually gives me problems because it's so intricate. But we got it done. Okay, now I'm also going to play a little bit of music. I'll play a little more soothing music when I put everything together, just to save a little bit of time. It's easier for me to show you rather than talk about what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll play some music. I'll zoom in. I am going to also ink blend on some of my items. But I will catch you back when I have my cardinals put together, my pine cones and my pine needle sprig, and also my birdhouse. I will be right back. Okay, everyone, all done. And you could tell probably during my speed up that the little birds were giving me a little problem. I think it because the colored cardstock was so dark I couldn't see the debossed area. And but I think I got it. Okay, I would refer to the packaging as a guide, definitely when creating the birds. The cardstock, there's debossed area on the birds to show you where to put the layers, but I was having a problem. I kept wanting the cheeks as eyes. These little upside down smiley faces was throwing me off major. So refer to your packaging when creating your birds. I don't think mine are exactly right, but I think they're passable for my card today. Okay, now I'm not going to put the rooftop on my birdhouse just yet because I'm going to be using some felt. The felt that I have, I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it down below. But it's just regular felt. I know Walmart even sells it. It's not stiff, it's just regular sewable felt. I'm using white, and I die cut out the roof with my felt. And I did this because I just love dimension on my cards, and especially during the holidays. And the nice thing about July is you can take your time with the cards because you don't have to mail them for a few months. So I am going to go ahead and put some felt on my birdhouse. And I'm going to give this birdhouse a little bit, oh, see, I have to, that one dark blue piece underneath here, I have to re-die cut out. Let me show you. I wasn't sure if this piece here, so I'm going to run another piece through my die cut machine. I'm going to use my blue cardstock here. Okay, so I re-die cut this out. I'm going to add some glue to it. This is a piece that causes dimension with your birdhouse, so I don't want to skip out on this, but I'm going to layer this directly over my felt here. But believe it or not, I just love the way that looks. It doesn't take no time at all, and it's just extra special for the recipient. It's actually really pretty. Maybe we'll put a magnet on it. Maybe I'll die cut out another backing. That's what we'll do. We'll turn this into a magnet that the recipient can put on the fridge. What do you think? I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to add my rooftop. This is going to go right over here. Okay. And that is our birdhouse. Good to go. I am going to take this bird, and I wanted to put it on this side over here. Okay. To make this into a magnet, I need to fix the back. So I'm going to die cut out the rooftop and the base of the birdhouse with white cardstock. I'm actually going to remove the release paper off the foam tape that I added. Now you're going to want to put, if you're going to turn this into a magnet, you're going to want to keep foam tape behind here. I'm actually going to add a few more pieces just to keep it a bit stable. I'm going to add glue behind my birdhouse, especially behind the birdhouse window here. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, and then I'm going to tack this right down the top. Okay, and then we have the front that we're going to flip around. And I'm going to go ahead and add this also. So now the back of our birdhouse looks pretty. Now we're going to stamp our greeting and die cut out a panel with our Hexie Snowflake. This is the Spellbinders Embossing Folder of the Month Club kit for July. And I'm just going to use a piece of white cardstock. And then I'm going to use the clear stamp and die of the month club kit. It's called Magic Christmas Sentiments. It's perfect for our project today. And I'm going to stamp, and then there's coordinating dies. I'm going to die cut out my greeting too. Okay, I'll be right back. Beautiful, huh? That's our embossing folder of the month club kit. I'm going to go ahead and take my tape runner, and we're going to adhere this to the front of our card base. We're going to keep this white today. Okay, now I'm going to place this on my card, and I'm going to add my greeting. I die cut out Merry Christmas. Now what we're going to do is bring in, well, I guess we're gonna go all out for our first Christmas in July card. Okay, so I have some silver bells, and I'm going to use some of my Spellbinders red twine. Should we use red or white? You know, I think we're going to use white twine. Hold on. I'm going to thread 3 bells through the twine. I love doing these on my cards because it adds so much with little effort. Okay, so we have 3 silver bells. I'm going to bring them all together. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a knot. And what this is going to do is going to create a triangle of bells. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie a bow. And you can go as big or as little. Nice thing about Spellbinders twine is it keeps its shape. Okay, so we have some silver bells and a bow. I'm going to go ahead and trim this. And then I'm going to create another bow. I want to double up on my bow. So I'm just going to create another bow real fast. Use my glue dots here. These are big ones. Kind of curl it up in a ball. And I'm going to place this in the middle of my tree here. And then I'll take my first bow. I'm going to add that. And then I'll take my second bow. And I'm going to add that. These are big glue dots, so I know it's going to hold them. And I'm just going to arrange it so 3 of my bells are right in the center. And we haven't glued it down yet. Okay, and the back's sticking. I put some foam tape down here, and just to prevent it sticking for my recipient, I'm going to trim down a piece of cardstock. Now we don't have any stickiness on the back. The back looks halfway decent. To create the magnet, it's very, very easy. And I'll link everything down below for you guys. But to turn this into a gift and create a magnet, all you need is a magnetic strip. This is actually the magnet that I use for my dies here. Let me show you. What I do is I put it on a piece of cardstock, and this happens to be one left over from my large ones. Usually the sheet I cut in half, but on extra large die sets I have extra piece, so I keep those. What we're going to do is fold it, and I buy the magnet, I'll list it down below, that has adhesive backing. Okay, so it's just a peel and stick. Okay, what we're going to do is fold this in half. It cuts very easy. I want a kind of big magnet, and we're going to trim this. And I'm going to save this piece because we could actually use this for another card. Okay, and I'm going to remove the release paper on one side. I'll tack it down to my birdhouse. Okay, I'm going to press really good. Careful, I don't want to smush my birdhouse. And then I'm going to remove the release paper. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to place it on my card base. And this is definitely tricky to fit in an envelope. You'd probably have to use maybe a 5x7 envelope for this one. I'm just gonna press down everything really good. For the recipient, all they have to do is lift it, and they have a magnet on the back, and I wish I had a magnet. Hang on, let's see. I have a magnetic board here. I'm going to show you. Oh, I'll take away my pictures. This is my little baby Allie. She's a girl grown up. That's her when she was little. This is Jake Ryan from 16 Candles. It's a pin my daughter made for me because I was in love with him. And this is my family. More pictures of my sweet little girl when she's just a baby. But this is the magnetic board. Okay, and watch. Now you have a gift that they can put on their fridge. How cute is that? So you have a gift in a card. That's removable. And I know you guys are probably going to ask where I got this from. I think I probably got this at Michael's or Hobby Lobby when they were having, I'm sure I got it on clearance or when they were having a coupon sale. But this is just the magnetic board. But if you open it up, you can write a letter saying remove the birdhouse, stick it on your fridge. And then the recipient can just remove it and stick it. And it sticks pretty well. And I'll list the magnets and the bells. Everything will be listed down below. I hope you enjoyed my very first Christmas in July card. Thanks so much for putting up with me to the end. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.